Alright, so we're going to have a little demonstration here about fingerprints. You can see I've done a couple test runs since my fingers are already inky. But some information about fingerprints first off. Fingerprint is going to be the impression left by the friction ridges of a human finger. So your friction ridges are going to be those little lines that you can see on your finger. They kind of help you grip things. And they're used in forensics to connect a person to a scene, or to prove that at one point the suspect was present at the scene and handled something or touched something. So there's going to be three main archetypes of your fingerprints, kind of shown here. You got your loop, where they start and either go to the left or to the right, but they're going to curl and go upwards either way. And then you got your whirl, which is kind of just a circular motion. And you got your arch, just goes up and doesn't become a circle in any way. Your loops are going to be your most common, and your arches are going to be your least common. You can also have something in the middle called an accidental, where it starts looking like one, but is also the other. I have, so any mix of those three. I have one accidental, it's going to be my left index finger. Kind of starts like it's going to loop, but instead just arches upward. The rest of my fingers are loops. But so this little demonstration is going to let you see your fingerprints a little larger. And all you're going to need is an ink pad and a balloon. A lighter colored balloon usually works better, just so you can see it. Some other little tips before we start. I do recommend you stretch out your balloon before you start, just so you don't end up damaging the fingerprint once you put it on there. Alright, so you're going to take your ink pad and a finger, any finger, we'll do my accidental, and you're going to push it down on the ink pad. Turn it a little bit, don't press too hard, or else you'll get like just a blob figure shape instead of an actual fingerprint. But you're going to get a good amount of ink on there. And then you're going to take your balloon, and you're going to press right on in there. It's a little hard to do in film at the same time, but that's alright. And you're going to turn it a little bit, just like we did on the ink pad. Make sure you don't press too hard. And then you got a nice little guy, and you are going to blow it up. I already have a couple blown up, so I'm just going to use those. But you can see here you got a nice fingerprint. My Android camera leaves a little bit to be desired, so you can't quite see it. You are going to want to blow it up just a little, not too much, or else it'll get really light and you won't be able to necessarily see it. But you can see some of the individual characteristics in the lines, and it's going to show you not only the individual characteristics of your own fingerprint, but it's also going to show you that no two fingerprints are going to be the same. Forensics kind of relies on this uniqueness to help tie people to scenes and handled objects and use that evidence in court. So I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration, and I hope you learned something. Alright, bye.